I'm Tara Lowen.
And I'm Megamo Pants.
Nope.
Take two. And this is our tune, Taco Blanco. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out our next adventure vehicle because we had a 2005 Sprinter van and it burnt down in the pandemic, which was very sad. So we were searching for our next vehicle. We thought we were actually going to do another van, and then we were at the Overlanding Expo in Redmond in 23, and that's where we discovered the tune. And it was awesome. Of everything that we'd been looking at, it felt way more spacious than other things we'd even considered and van things. It had windows all the way around the top and front and back. Instead of feeling like you're kind of in a closed-in cube, it felt more like you were just outside. The other thing was having a bed that we didn't have to move. It was just permanently there, so not having to set a bed up was super appealing. But we were a little skeptical because it was a brand new company. They were just new on the market, and I wasn't sure. The Tune team was awesome to work with, and we decided we would just go for it. So we put our order in, and I ended up driving from Bend to Denver in the middle of December to pick up the Tune. It was a great adventure then, and ever since we got the Tune on, we've been having adventures ever since.
One of the things that we really liked about it was that we could put it on a pickup truck that felt capable and that we could get to wherever we wanted to go, and to be able to get a little bit more into the backcountry and see some places and not have to worry about whether our van was going to get hung up on something. So we've been getting to go a lot of off-roading and lots of deserts, and it's been great. The ability to make the inside whatever we want it to be. So we've been able to customize the inside and make it very light and work with just what we needed to bring along and not have to haul a lot of extra weight and a lot of extra stuff that we don't need to be using.
And I think the biggest thing is just you have more opportunity to explore. There's more adventures to be had, but I don't have to sleep on the ground.
So one of us can be hanging out in bed and reading or working, and someone else can be up cooking, and there's plenty of space.
It's light, it's not a crazy heavy build that we wouldn't be able to get away with on this truck. There's a lot of amazing adventuring right around Central Oregon, but a lot of the stuff we've wanted to see has been on the Atlantic coast and down in southern Arizona. So there's a lot of miles we need to travel, and being able to do that, like not worry about being on the highway for a couple of days and then on 4 service roads that are very gnarly and you can just easily jump back and forth is a pretty big bonus.
Let's see, so we met in San Francisco in 2007, and I had just moved there, and Megamo had already been living there for about 10 years. We met just through mutual friends. Then we just started itching to be someplace different, and we're looking around for basically either mountains or deserts that we could spend more time in. And when the pandemic hit, we left to be with family and rented our house in San Francisco, and then our renter wanted to stay longer and we didn't really want to come back, so we just decided to check out a few towns that had been at the top of our list. And Bend was one of those, and we spent 3 months here in 2020 and 2021 and decided to sell our place in San Francisco and move here full-time.
Yeah, we got the mountains and the desert. And I think it's a requirement if you live in Central Oregon, you have to have some kind of poodle mixed dog, multiple bikes, and some kind of adventure vehicle. I honestly think it's maybe a requirement. So it was a very fun place to be able to get a Tune so we could start adventuring in our new backyard. Definitely one of the favorite places we've slept. There's a spot out by Sedona called the Edge of the World where you're on the rim looking down at Sedona. And it's very aptly named. In the morning we woke up and there were hot air balloons rising out of Sedona, and we were up above them looking down on them. It was extremely cool.
So we've had this for a year and a half, and we've rebuilt our galley 3 times.
Yep.
But so we have, in our Tacoma, we have 6 feet 4 inches, I think, of standing room height in there, and we're less than 5'4". So we put in a raised floor. So we have like a ton of storage underneath here. Megamo decided to learn how to do stuff with 80/20 and build the galley and bench seating and stuff inside.
Yeah, it's all super simple but super functional. And then just kept adjusting it based on what we figured out we liked and didn't like. And the The Toon Facebook group has been phenomenal for getting tips and resources on the build out and all that kind of stuff.
Tend to hike lots of places. We also will sometimes pack our paddle boards and hit a lake or parts of the Deschutes River near where we live. Occasionally we put our bike rack on and go somewhere we can ride our mountain bikes.